Hello children, this is the continuous video for the lesson 7 soil resources. Here is one of the table. In this it is given about soil, which type of the soil, which region it found in our country, characteristics, features and which type of the crops grown. Here it is second one, laterite soil, and then which region it is grown and characteristics of laterite soil, and then which type of the crops grown. That third one, alluvial, which region, and then characteristics and which type of the crops grown. Then you can see continuously. Fourth one, black soil, and then characteristics of particular soil. Here it is, and which type of the crops grown in our country. Here it is, alluvial soil, in which area it is. Then next one, black soil, then red soil. Fourth is laterite soil. Now let us see continuously. Soil erosion. Soil erosion is the gradual removal of the topmost layer of the natural by the natural agencies such as water, wind, and also by the human interference like deforestation, overgrazing, improper farming, etc. The uppermost layer has to be taken by the nature of the soil, slope of the ground, and density of the vegetation cover, and character of rainfall. These are the some of the points. Now three type of the erosion. It is given within the entire top sheet of the soil is carried away and leaving behind the barren land, barren rocks. It is sheet or surface erosion. Upper layer has to be drained away by the water. When the rainwater form the finger-shaped grooves in the soil, it is called rill erosion. The enlargement of the rills can be from the deep gullies which convert into the ravines or badlands. It is called the gully erosion. Means that it is widened the places, and you can see here on the top, then much more widened into the places, widened gully erosion. Then sheet erosion, upper layer has to be taken and then barren land has to be left. The effect, what there are some of the points it is given what has left. Then loss of fertile topsoil leads to the loss of productivity, agriculture productivity. Then floods and leaching of soil causes loss of nutrient. It causes the lowering of the underground, and then natural vegetation cover dried up, and then the arid area has to be left. The intensity and frequency of flood, drought, everything has to be happen. Rivers and canals and tanks are silted and their water holding capacity decreases. The incidence of landslides increases, adverse effect of our economic property, loss of vegetation, then everything. Now why it, that is a soil conservation. We are needed to stop the soil to washed away from the different agent. How it is possible? You already know this. We are having the first point is afforestation. When we conserve to soil to increase the area of the forest. Under the forest, now the new trees has to be planted to stop the soil erosion, and old one must be protected. It should not be cut by the people or by the wind or from the other agents. It is. Then check the overgrazing. Some of the places people left their animals to graze the line of the forest area, or some of the greenlands. Greenish is there, so that they left them to move freely, so that it can be checked. Then construction of dam, and then where the water has to be flown away excessively, then the dam has to be made. Then check the shifting cultivation. Then some of the area, the tribes of the people, they are having the different places to grow the crops, and then they clean the agricultural area in some of the places, use the chemical fertilizer, so that the soil is very fertile, and then crops production productive capability. But the continuous cultivation of the land has to be reduced fertility, so that it should be checked by the can be covered and application organic manure and chemical fertilizer can be used. And then land use for planning. Then some of the central soil conservation has to be board has to prepare a number of plans to soil conservation in different areas of our country. It is based on the different condition, relief of land, and then social behavior of the people. New techniques has to be used. Changing agriculture practices, then for one, then contour plowing. Some of the places where it is possible, they can grow the crops, and then they are needed the water in some of the places, so that they check the water and also check the ability of the particular place. Then it can be grown different types of the crops. Terrace and contour building, terrace farming on the hilly areas, it can be, that is a terrace farming. Okay, crop rotation and strip croption, that is crop rotation. Some of the area has to be grown the crops, and then they have to be changes. The form they can change in such a way, they can make it the crossway, and then they can change the cultivation of the land in other way, or they are, so that their fertility of the soil can be increased. Then strips, then they make the strips on the particular area. Okay, there are some of the measurement has to be taken by the government. Okay children, then read it. If you are having the book, then concerned with the book, otherwise whatever I have given, then read it.